Hundreds of community members got the first look at the Platte Valley Company's Performing Arts Center and Judy Chalupka Theater at Western Nebraska Community College. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in Western Nebraska and Eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, last night, tours of the newly completed facility at WNCC were offered to the public. The grand opening comes as Theater West is set to kick off their 2019 summer repertory season tonight with Forever Plaid, and a grand opening for the Judy Chalupka Theater will be held tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Theater West Traveling Children's Show will be performing, and afterwards, guests are invited to stay and watch tomorrow evening's performance of Forever Plaid. Meanwhile, work continues on the new Learning Commons and the Howard P. Olson Student Success Center. A ribbon cutting for the entire $17.3 million Scottsbluff campus main building renovation is planned for the afternoon of August 15th. Well, a 32-year-old Wyoming man who was behind the wheel in a fatal car pedestrian accident in downtown Scottsbluff last December has been sentenced in Scottsbluff County Court. Tyson Ryan of Cheyenne pleaded no contest in April to a charge of misdemeanor motor vehicle homicide in the death of 63-year-old Kurt Blazik of Scottsbluff last December. On Thursday morning, Ryan was sentenced to a fine of $500 plus court costs. During yesterday's hearing, both the prosecuting and defense attorneys said this accident was caused by a, quote, perfect storm of bad circumstances, but was completely unintentional and truly unfortunate. Ryan could have faced up to 1 year in jail on the Class 1 misdemeanor, and County Judge James Warden said this was a difficult case to sentence given the broad circumstance of accountability. Well, straight ahead, Ernest will be in with your weekend weather forecast. Stick around. We'll be back in the weather studio right after the break.
Platte Valley Companies is your home team financial and insurance network that works for you.
When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in who you choose to handle your trust. Talking with someone about estate planning is a very sensitive thing. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local, serving our neighbors and friends.
Respect for tradition, coupled with vision that looks to the next frontier. Platte Valley Bank, a Platte Valley company, member FDIC.
Run with us in the unstoppable John Deere Gator XUV 835 and be prepared to go the extra mile. Because when others take rain checks, we take the wheel. With 3 wide seating, heat, and AC, this is the coolest, most comfortable Gator yet. Nothing runs like a Deere. Run with us.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Arby's $5 meal deal is the perfect bag lunch. Any of these sandwiches with curly fries and a drink for just $5. Arby's, you're the best mom ever. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Well, hello again. I'm Ernest in the Weather Center with your update on weather today, and we're looking at more of the same in terms of scattered showers, thunderstorms, a fairly pleasant evening if we get by without the weather interruptions like we had late yesterday afternoon and evening. Should see the low temperatures bottom out mid-50s, and then tomorrow and on into the weekend, we stay pretty nice in terms of temperature, pretty much near normal, which is around the 80-degree mark, maybe coming in a little under that. There could be a couple of strong storms in these that move through, mostly It's a heavy rain threat, and it remains a big concern, especially further west in Wyoming, where the snowpack is ripe. Yesterday, we got all the way to 87 degrees. We came in a little cooler than that today. Yesterday didn't amount to a whole lot here at Scottsbluff. Some areas got some half-inch or more, but we only had 10/100ths out at the airport and 8/100ths here at K&EB. Temperatures quite moderate this afternoon for this time of year, about what you would expect actually in mid-June. And the winds have been a little breezy at times, but not bad at all. Now, here's where we have at least the potential for marginal storms. The darker green color is where they say that there could be some hail production in those storms. Part of the southeast part of the panhandle would be where we might see that happen. The rest of the weekend, the chances for severe weather is quite far to the south and to the east of us. So let's put it in motion and see what Futurecast thinks as far as when and where the precip will occur. We'll look at some showers, thunderstorms moving through this evening, clearing out in the overnight hours, at least in terms of precip, and then for your low temperatures, as we mentioned, we should be in the lower to middle 50s. Come Saturday, we'll see a few more showers roll through, but fairly far and few between, especially during the early part of the day, as you might expect, but even in the evening, not a whole lot going through our panhandle area, at least according to this forecast model. Tomorrow's highs, again, right up around that 80-degree mark or so. Rainfall potential, maybe a quarter to a half-inch in some of those storms. So tonight, lower to mid-50s. Tomorrow, sunshine early, isolated thunderstorms possible late, high near 80. Father's Day, Monday, Tuesday, it looks like we have the best chances in terms of thunderstorms across the area.
The pecan chicken salad and ultimate BLT sandwiches from Arby's. It's like eating a whole farmer's market.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leave Heads.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to VIAERO today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition, convenient stores in your neighborhood, friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. VIAERO Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Welcome back. A 43-year-old Gering woman has been charged with a Class 3A felony charge of abuse of a vulnerable adult stemming from an investigation that began back in October. Melody Marsh is accused of abusing power of attorney of her 94-year-old grandmother's financials. Court documents say that while the grandmother has been residing at Heritage Estates, Marsh has drained more than $100,000 from the account on vacations, a new vehicle, home improvements, Husker tickets, and more. She also reportedly wrote $70,000 worth of personal checks, including a check for more than $28,000 made out to herself. She was formally charged this morning and made her appearance in Scottsbluff County Court. And the Scottsbluff Public Schools Board of Education approved a resolution this week allowing the refunding and refinancing of general obligation bonds for the middle school, a move that will save the district hundreds of thousands of dollars. District Chief Financial Officer Levon Hood told KNEB News that $800,000 will be used from the district's bond reserve fund to help lower the interest rate by more than half a point, down to around 2.2%. That's a gross savings of $1.2 million. The net savings over the life of the new bond would be about $336,000, even though the payments on the bond will stay the same. And a new scam is hitting Goshen County. The Chamber of Commerce says they've been notified by a local business that a Texas-based company reached out to them trying to sell ads for a map on behalf of Goshen County Economic Development and the Chamber. In a release, they say that this is a scam and have not given any outside companies permission to use their organizations to sell anything on their behalf. If any Goshen County residents have any questions or concerns, you can call 307-532-5162. Well, straight ahead, Bryce and Alex will be in with your Friday 5. We'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
On April 15, 1924, West Nebraska Methodist Episcopal Hospital, the region's first modern hospital, opened in downtown Scottsbluff. The goal was to provide the care residents needed close to home, and it's never changed. For 95 years, we've continued to provide exceptional health care for generations of families throughout our region as a community hospital, a regional referral center, and a Level 2 trauma center. Thank you for trusting your health care to Regional West Medical Center.
Care Heilbrunn State Farm Agent is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbrunn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
The 5055E from John Deere features the value of choice with a cab or open station, two-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, and transmission options, in addition to easy-to-use controls and loader compatibility. All of this is backed with a 5-year powertrain warranty. The only thing easier than owning a 5E is operating one. See your John Deere dealer for details.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
Why do we work all hours of the night? Head towards challenges instead of turning away, and work together to solve the toughest problems so you can enjoy the little things and all the big moments life has to offer. Tri-State and our family of electric cooperatives. Brighter, stronger, better together.
KNEB presents country music rising star Dylan Scott. Friday, August 16th at the historic Midwest Theater in Scottsbluff. Presented by Allo Communications and VIAERO Wireless. Tickets are on sale now at the Midwest Theater box office, by phone at 632-4311 or at midwesttheater.com. Dylan Scott, August 16th at the historic Midwest Theater in Scottsbluff with KNEB.
Platte Valley Companies is your home team financial and insurance network that works for you.
Platte Valley Bank provides a broad range of financial tools for your short and long-term business needs. Our experienced commercial lenders will work with you every step of the way to help your business grow. At Platte Valley Bank, we are proud to provide you with local decisions by hometown people for your hometown business.
Respect for tradition, coupled with vision that looks to the next frontier. Platte Valley Bank, a Platte Valley company, member FDIC.
And finally tonight, it's a milestone anniversary for the Greener Gardens Greenhouse at the North Platte NRD, and they're celebrating in a big way this weekend. It's been 1 year since the greenhouse opened its doors, which grows flowers, vegetables, fruit, and grasses. In turn, much of the produce gets donated to both the Western Nebraska Veterans Home and Capwin. Today, the greenhouse is celebrating its first birthday by having a plant sale, with proceeds going right back into the greenhouse to keep it going for years to come. Greenhouse staff say they have a little bit of everything for sale.
We have some heirloom tomatoes, we have some peppers, we have a couple of loofah plants left, and those are a funny little plant that I actually thought was a sea creature, but there's 2 of those left. We have a few ornamental flowers, we have lemongrass, which is a really neat plant, and I honestly think we have some of the most beautiful specimens I've seen.
If you missed today's sale, we'll be back at it again on Saturday from 8 to 2 at the greenhouse by the North Platte NRD. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.